Hello, friends. All right, gonna work on sending out my text notification. When you pop on, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. Really need to wash out my makeup brushes today. Just looked down at one of them. I'm like, you're dirty. All right. If you're not in my text service, make sure you request to join today. Just say, what's your number? And that way I can tell you what number to text message. So that way you get opted in to receive the notifications. I tell you guys when I go live. I tell you guys when there's new deals or there's new sales or anything like happening. Or like when something restocks, like the rose water restocked the other day. And I sent you guys a text to tell you. So make sure you're in the text service so that way you get opted in. Again, just say, what's your number? And that way I can let you know. All right. And then I'll go ahead and leave you guys the shopping link right here in the comments. I finished decorating for Christmas. I have two trees to fluff, one tree to style, and then I have to unbox. I got these two like miniature trees that are like more sparkly. I don't know where I'm going to put them yet, but I need to see how big they are. So I need to unbox those. I might do that tomorrow though. But I'm just so happy that Christmas is out and up. I don't really decorate too much in my office. I have like one little cute tree over here. Okay. Little Chanel snow globe. That's about it. I know the rose water's so good, especially if you have dry skin. So starting from the top, I'll take you guys through like what your order of your makeup should look like. So in the morning, you wash your face with cleanser, and then after the cleanser, you should use a rose water, which is a toner, and a hydrator, and a redness reducer, and a pore minimizer. Just say rose water. I'll give you the link to that. So cleanser, rose water. Then you should do your eye cream. Then you should do your facial serum. Then you should do your face moisturizer. Then you should do your lip mask. And then you should make sure to allow a few seconds, if not like a minute, between each of those steps when you're putting them on. Then carry about your day, brush your teeth, brush your hair, get dressed, all the things. And then when it's time for makeup, you're going to spray your face with your setting spray. Spray this all over your face and let it dry. Then you're going to apply your illuminizing face primer all over your face, and you're going to let this sit on your skin for at least 3 minutes. If you can wait 5 minutes, even better. You're wanting to let this saturate into your pores, your creases, your fine lines, saturate into your skin. It also leaves your skin looking glowy and beautiful. Then you're going to spray again with your setting spray. I spray this I don't wait 3 to 5 minutes before I spray this. I'll put this on and then I'll spray this. It doesn't matter. They both like absorb into one another, which is fine. So setting spray, primer, setting spray is going to be very important because that is going to ensure that your makeup looks its best, lasts the longest. Really important step. Now, if you're like, okay, I need everything you just said, go ahead and say skincare help, and I will make you a basic skincare bundle that's going to come with your cleanser, rose water, eye cream, serum, moisturizer, and lip mask. All 6 of those you should do every single night and every single day. That covers everything on your face. That's going to cover toning, anti-aging, darkness in your skin, and pigmentation that's not correct, dark circles, fine lines, wrinkles, hydration. That covers literally everything on your lips, your eyes, your face, like perfect. So those 6 products, and you'll do the same thing, and it cleanses, obviously, because you have cleanser in there. You're going to use those 6 products every morning and every night. It's super simple. It's a really easy skincare routine to stick to. So if you're like, I need that. I need a good, easy, fast skincare routine that actually gives me results and allows my makeup to look even better, say skincare, and I will give you that bundle. Again, it's going to be a cleanser, rose water, serum, eye cream, moisturizer, and lip mask. So you get all 6 of those. Highly recommend. Okay. And then make sure you get the pre-makeup routine, which is setting spray and primer. And now we're going to go in with our foundation for the day. We're going to do the BB Tinted Moisturizer. When you get this in the mail and it's brand new, you're going to unbox it and then you're going to smack it in the palm of your hand 3 to 5 times. Once you've done that, then you're going to take off this cap and you're going to do short, shallow pumps on your face. Not deep, fast ones. Short, shallow pumps. See, this is a perfect example. Short, shallow, not going fast or not going deep. And if it's still not coming out, smack, 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 smack. If I'm organza in powder foundation, what shade would I be for the powder contour? I would do powder contour. We don't really have a powder contour, but you technically, I guess, could use pressed powder for that. And you're going to want the shade Chenille for powder contour if you're going to use pressed powder to do that step. All right, so this is the BB Tinted Moisturizer. This has an SPF of 30 in it, which is really nice. So you're getting your sun protection. You can use this as foundation like we are today, or you can apply with your hands and apply it, and it will basically be like your moisturizer slash SPF. It is not as hydrating as actual moisturizer, so I still recommend that you use a moisturizer. But if you have really dry skin, especially during the winter, I certainly do, I love that this just adds another layer of hydration to your skin. It's also a very light sheer coverage, which is really nice. So if you don't love wearing like a full face of makeup, or you hate that feeling of wearing a full face of makeup, this is a really good option for you. I'm wearing it in the color Light, and it's very easy to blend into the skin. It kind of like oxidizes reverse. So it kind of like melts into the skin and like matches your skin tone, which is a very nice part about it. So you don't have to get like super crazy of like, is this a perfect match? Because it like eventually is. Okay, so we're just going to apply this with the kabuki brush. Applying it with a kabuki brush is going to up the coverage, so it's going to look fuller than if you like applied with your fingers. And again, that was the BB Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Light that we used. It's moisturizer and SPF, and it's a really beautiful coverage because you can use it with any foundation you have, or you could wear it by itself, or you could wear it underneath your foundation as sun protection and hydration and kind of mixing with your foundation. So lots of options. So that's why I love that foundation, because sky's the limit with that. All right, and then now for any areas that I want like good coverage on, like I don't want to see these little areas. So I'm going to take my concealer for this part. Instead of wearing a whole nother layer of BB cream, we're going to take our concealer in the shade Lace, and then I'm going to take that same kabuki brush and just apply right in those areas, and it just melts into the skin. This concealer also is packed with peptides and caffeine and really good ingredients in it that not only tighten tone, but also hide the best. And it's hydrating. It's not drying, which is really a hard combination to find in concealer nowadays. Hello from Wyoming. Are you guys getting snow yet? When do you guys get snow? It is still so warm here in San Diego. We are still, it's like in the high 70s. This is a very long summer for us, which is good. The BB creams are in stock in the shade Light, Light Medium, and Medium. Those three colors are in stock. How your hair is already growing out so fast. I swear by that shampoo conditioner I'm using. I told you guys the other day. You guys have actually noticed faster than me, which is kind of funny. And if you're like, wait, what shampoo and conditioner? I recently switched lines of what shampoo and conditioner I'm using, and I'm using this brand called Beau Stegall, and he has an 8-step line that I'm using. So you get like a pre-treatment, which is step 1. You put it in your hair before you shower, and then you do shampoo and conditioner. That's step 2 and 3. And then you get, treatment, shampoo, conditioner, and then when you get out, there's other steps. And I swear by it. It's really changed my hair in the best way possible. So if you are on that hair growth journey as well, like me, and you're like, okay, what are we taking? What are we doing for hair growth? Just say hair, and I'll give you the Beau Stegall link, but I'll also give you the link to my hair, skin, nail gummies. I take them every single day. They taste like a fruit snack. They're super easy. You can take them with or without food. It doesn't upset my stomach at all, which is nice. And they're not like a super sugary like gummy, where I hate that when you're eating it and you're like, it makes your teeth hurt. That's how you know you're old. But like, these gummies make my teeth hurt. So with that, go ahead and say hair, and I'll give you a link to hair, skin, nail gummies and the Beau Stegall line, which his line right now is actually 55% off right now with code Rhea. So this is my Beau line that I was telling you about. Make sure you use code Rhea, because that's where you're going to get the 55% savings. All right, now for contour. Oh yeah, you got the starter kit. So good. Yeah, you guys are going to love it. It is fantastic. Make sure you read the like instructions on the bottles, which makes life so nice and easy that he actually like writes a very simplified like direction on the actual bottle. Like, you don't throw away the box and you're like, wait, how do I use this again? So I love that. And I also love that he labels his bottles. Like, for example, like this is the finishing spray. This is step 8. So all of his bottles have like the steps on them, which is so great, especially if you get confused easily with like all the different steps. I'm that way too. I'm like, just make it easy for me. Just tell me what to do. So for me, I love it. And it's 55% off. That's crazy. So again, just say hair. I'll give you my Beau Segal link. I do the 8-step line, the 8-step collection. So I do the whole thing. It's at the very bottom of his website. So once you click on the link, scroll to the very bottom and you'll see it. And it's 55% off for all 8 items. So rad. But he also does have other collections too, like the starter bundle. So even if you're like, I don't want all 8 steps, I need something more affordable, which is actually really affordable for 8 full-size products. But anyway, here in San Antonio, we're still in the high 80s and low 90s. Yeah, that's exactly like us. Our winter, we are usually cold by now. Not like cold, but just, I mean, San Diegan's version of cold is like in the low 70s, the 60s. And we're still, same thing. We're still in like the high 70s, low 80s, sometimes the 90s. It's so warm. It's crazy. All right, now we're going to take this contour and we're just going to blend. And look at how easy this just melts into the skin, which is honestly one of my favorite parts about this cream foundation or cream contour, which is the color Chocolate Souffle, is you just like, it literally melts into the skin, which is so nice. And then for blush, I'm going to switch up my blush color today and we're going to do the color Barely Blushing. This is a really pretty color, especially for like Thanksgiving. And if you are going to be around people and getting your photo taken, it has this really gorgeous sheen to it. And it's a very light blush, like a blush pink. So it just adds a little bit of flushness without being like overpowering. So it kind of like assists in leaving your skin looking bronzy because it doesn't like add too much pink, you know? Going down our first hard frost. That's exciting. Okay, so once you've done that, then we're going to go ahead and press in everywhere because we're about to set our makeup, and all of your creams, all of your liquids should go on before your powders. And before you put on your powders, you should make sure to go over everywhere with your little brush, just like so. And then we're going to take the little sponge and a setting mist, spritz it on there. And then we're going to take a setting powder. This part differs on what type of skin you have. If you have oily skin, you'll definitely want to use a setting powder. Or if you find that your makeup is slipping, sliding, or looking greasy, a setting powder would be good for you. But if you have dry skin, you're going to skip this step because it could make you look more dry, which we don't want that. So you're going to move straight on to the pressed powder. So it does differ on your skin type, your skin tone. Not your skin tone, your skin type. So we're going to do that in a technique called baking. So it's basically applying a lot of translucent powder in those areas, and it's using the warmth from your skin to bake into the makeup. So it just stays in place really well. And then now we're going to go in with our pressed powder in the shade Taffeta and apply all over. All right, so we're just going to press this in. And this not only is going to set our makeup, but it's going to even out our complexion, and it's going to make everything just look like a porcelain doll finish. This is also what I always call my porcelain doll finish because it looks like this. Like, it's so seamless, flawless, stunning. If it was in the 70s, you'd be at the beach. I get that for sure. You can always tell in the wintertime when people are from the East Coast because in the winter they come here and they're wearing like shorts and we're like bundled up in our Uggs. That's funny. Okay, so now for contour, I'm going to use this cheapy contour I got from CVS. So just say other bronzer if you want the link to this. We're just going to bronze up where we contour just to add a little bit more depth and dimension. Same thing down here. And then down the sides of the nose. And then today is the last day for the free eyeshadow in the shade Gleaming, which that bundle is eye masks, eyeshadow brush, and the pocket palette. So you get all 3 of those items, 10% off and free shipping. And you're also going to get a free eyeshadow in the shade Gleaming, which I used the other day. It's super pretty. But I love this bundle because essentially you get 7 products, because this product that comes in that bundle is 4 items. It's blush, which you just saw me put on. It's also highlight. It's also lip gloss, and it's also eyeshadow. So you get 4 products, plus you get the incredible eye masks that depuff and brighten. Like, if you have dark circles, you need those eye masks. So good. So go ahead and say today's bundle, and I will give you the link to grab the Gleaming bundle, which ends today. Okay, so pocket palette we use for blush and highlight, and then now let's do our brows. Hello, hi Jen. Why do you not brush that powder away like you used to before putting on the pressed powder? So I used to swipe it away because, I mean, that just seems like a logical thing, like it's on your face and you want to sweep it away, like you don't want too much of it. But then I actually watched a tutorial from this celebrity makeup artist, and he said to put the pressed powder over it and like press it in. So essentially you're making it work harder. And it's not drying you out like I assumed it would. So that's why I don't do that anymore. That's why I kind of put the setting powder on and then I do the pressed powder over top of it to kind of like really press it into place. And it actually helps because then you don't need as much pressed powder too. If that makes sense. All right, brow gel in the shade medium. This is not only going to laminate our brows, it also has a brow growth nourishing ingredients in it, but it also is so tinted it covers even gray hair. So if you have gray brow hair and you don't want that, grab this brow gel and then you're just going to comb upward. Super easy. And it makes your brows not only look fuller, but more structured and just better overall. It gives you like a little facelift. And then while we wait for that brow gel to dry, let's go ahead and do our eyeliner and our lips. We're going to take this eyeliner in the shade Proper, and I'm just going to put this on the top waterline. This helps to make your lashes look fuller, which is cool. Eyeliner on. And now we're going to go in with the lip liner in the shade Patience. Of course. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask them down below. I finished watching Nobody Wants This on Netflix. It's that super cute chick flick with Adam Brody and Kristen Bell. Season 2 just came out, and I was at first like, oh, I don't really know if I like it. The last episode totally redeemed itself. It is so good. So if you are looking for a very lighthearted show, watch on Netflix season 2. There's 2 seasons of Nobody Wants This. It's so cute. All right, Ruth, I'll give you the brow gel link. I can attest to it covering gray brow hair. I know, isn't that so fantastic? Yes, please. All right, now we're going to go in with the lipstick in the shade Affluent. This is, hold on. Ooh, got a little crazy there. Okay. If you were looking for a lipstick that stays on all day long, then this lipstick in the shade Affluent is what you need. This one's my favorite, especially like for Thanksgiving when you're gonna be eating, you're drinking, you're in pictures. This, whatever I don't know. I've been working with this company for almost 10 years, and the formula that they made this color in stays on better than any lipstick color from Unique. I don't know why, but it does. And it's always been that way. So it's a shade Affluent, and it looks so pretty on everybody's skin tone. It's when I was doing wedding makeup, this is the color I would put on everybody because it looked good no matter what your skin tone or skin type was. And it makes your lips look gorgeous and plump and full, and it just stays on so perfectly. And then I'm going to top it with the lip gloss or lip balm, sorry. Remove this piece of hair. All right, now we're going to go in with the lip balm in the shade Quick Getaway. And this is going to add just a really pretty glossy finish to it. And these are stunning because these give it like a high gloss look, but they're not a lip gloss. They're like a lip peptide. So they increase collagen in your lips, they nourish, and they leave your lips looking so like yummy plump. So say lip kit. If you want the link to that, you'll get the lip liner, lip balm, and lipstick, and a free eyeshadow in the shade Gleaming. Can you order the eye cream? The eye cream Gleaming by itself? Yes, you can order anything by itself, 10% off and free shipping on my Comigo link right here. Everything I'm using, you can all purchase right there. If you order any 3 unique or Young Living items, which is an essential oil company, you get the free gift, which is Gleaming, the eyeshadow. If you get any 4 unique or Young Living items, you get, so like you could get a mascara and 3 essential oils. And you'd get the free gift and 20% off and free shipping on Comigo. So make sure if you want to do that, if you're like, ooh, I want to do that, go and say bundle builder and I'll give you my Comigo link. And again, any Young Living product, which they have essential oils, any unique product, which is skincare and makeup, any 4 of that, you get a free gift, 20% off and free shipping. So cool. All right, let's finish our brows with the brow pencil really quickly. And then I also did make another really fun bundle for you guys. And in that bundle, you're going to get the brow gel of your choice, the brow pencil of your choice, Quadra mascara, and the Warm Tone Essential Palette, which we're going to use today. So, and you're going to get a free eyeshadow stick in the shade Gleaming and 20% off all of those things. So go ahead and say eye kit if you want that bundle. So again, you get the brow pencil and brow gel. You're going to get Quadra mascara and you're going to get this Warm Tone palette, which looks like this. It is so easy to use for beginners. I'm going to show you how. And you also get the free eyeshadow. So say eye kit if you want the link to that. So we're going to take the light brown color on the fluff or the blending brush and we're going to dust this into that crease. This is the most gorgeous eyeshadow palette for fall. It has all of the colors that work for those fall like eye looks. You can do smoky eyes. We're going to do a really pretty eye look with this. This will be the look that I do for Thanksgiving. Like it is so pretty. Hello, Banana White. Yes, say eye kit if you want the link. You're going to get the Quadra mascara, brow gel of your color, brow pencil in your color, and this palette, plus a free eyeshadow and 20% off all of that. So say the word eye kit to get that little bundle. Okay, so we're going to just blend this lighter brown color. Just like so. Okay, and then now I'm going to take the fluffy crease brush. We're going to grab the darker brown color here. And now this color goes in the outer third of the eye. And you're kind of want to like kind of stamp this into place. Like stamp, 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 stamp. Or think of like a kitty cat paw. You know when they knead? You're going to kind of like knead onto your eye. And then you're going to do that same thing out, but you're going to stop before or at your eyebrow hairs. And then you're going to stick on the outer third of the eye. And it's okay if it looks crazy like that for a second before you blend it. Let's just get this color on and then we'll start blending. So we have our base color, which is the light brown. Dark brown goes on the outer corner. So if you've ever thought that you were like not good at eyeshadow, this is good. This is the best. Okay, and then light brown to blend. Just like so. And then we're going to take this really gorgeous, it's like a foiled gold, and we're going to grab this. You can either take this on your finger, how pretty is that, and apply, or you can take this on the cream shadow brush to apply. Like this. Sometimes I like to do both. Because I like to get it on with my finger, and then I'll press this into place. Like so. Okay, same thing here. and then press into place. But this eyeshadow palette is so amazing for beginners because it really takes all of the effort out of it. You have the crease, outer corner, on the lid, and then I'll show you what to do with this other color here in a second. Okay, and then blend. The more you blend, better everything looks. And then you can take another kind of brush, any brush you want, and grab this lighter color. And we're just gonna kind of pop that on the inner corner to brighten. And then you can also apply this underneath the brow bone to help clean up and soften those edges. So really all 4 colors are so easy to be used all together and make for the perfect fall eyeshadow look. And then I'll take a little brush, sweep away any excess, and then let's go ahead and set our makeup. Using the Prime to Set Mist, this is not only going to add moisture into your foundation, but it also is going to help to help it to expand, look more skin-like with that moisture, but it also has primer in it, so it's really going to help to hold it in place also. So very important step. And then we're going to use Quadra mascara. So again, say eye kit if you want the brow gel and brow pencil in your color, this eyeshadow palette, and this mascara plus a free gift and 20% off, say eye kit. And then if you want what I have on my lips, go ahead and say lip kit, and you're gonna get the lip liner, lipstick, lip balm, and a free gift, and 10% off. Okay, now we're gonna go in with Quadra. This is what comes in the eye kit, but this also has a patent pending lash growth formula in it, so it actually helps your lashes to grow while you're wearing it. Hello, how are you? So we're gonna do one nice coat of this all over. Just like so. And a trick or tip like that I do with my mascara is I kind of like blink onto the wand. But this mascara is also a tubing mascara, so it's going to extend the lashes longer than they actually are. And it's non-transferring, water resistant, and it's totally buildable, which is the best part. Now we're going to take the short silicone side and apply base the lash all the way up, just like so. And this is going to help to curl the lashes and lock in that length. So again, just say eye kit. You'll get the eyeshadow palette, this mascara, both the eyebrow pencil and the brow gel in your color, plus 20% off, free shipping, and a free gift. Go and say eye kit. And then I do love topping it with the mascara in the shade Twisted, or in the shade, the mascara called Twisted, which is this guy. Just adds like a little zhuzh to your lashes. And then we're going to take the short, little teeny tiny one that comes with it and apply on the bottom lash line. And this just creates the most gorgeous like doe-eyed effect. And again, oh, you guys are falling. And again, you've got, it's transfer proof. I might have to hold you up here. Okay. Hold on. Holding you guys in place. Where can I set you? Let's see, how about low? You're gonna go low for a sec. All right, and then one last coat of Quadra. It's always an exciting time when you're live. You never know what's gonna happen. All right, makeup is done, perfect timing. Okay, I'll show you guys the finished look in better lighting since you're out of your tripod. Okay, here is the finished look. So pretty, the eyes came out so good. Again, definitely say that word eye kit so that way you get this whole look for Thanksgiving. You get the brow gel and brow pencil, the eyeshadow palette, and mascara, plus a free gift and 20% off. So make sure that you say eye kit for that. And then for my lips, go and say lip kit. You'll get the lip liner, lipstick, and lip balm and a free gift and 10% off and free shipping. And then if you want everything we use today, go and say product list. So there is the makeup look. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will be live again tomorrow to do another fun makeup look, but I hope you guys all have a beautiful rest of your day. See you later. Bye.